Today, new footage. 8 UAV operators from the 20th Motorized Rifle Division of the Guard's Combined Arms Army conducted precision strikes in the Sumy region. Using kamikaze UAVs, they destroyed trucks carrying Ukrainian armed forces equipment as well as an enemy passenger vehicle. In addition, 2 communication antennas used to coordinate Ukrainian units were targeted and eliminated, disrupting enemy command and control capabilities. The footage highlights the effectiveness of coordinated UNM. In this new footage, units of the 20th Army of the West grouping are shown methodically dismantling the defenses of Kiev's forces from the north, steadily expanding the control zone around the Holy Mountains National Park. In parallel, units of the 25th Army are increasing pressure from the western approaches, tightening the operational grip on enemy positions and forcing them to retreat from previously fortified lines. Together, these coordinated advances are presented as part of a broader push to reshape the tactical landscape across this sector of the front. In this new footage, Russian FABs strike a temporary deployment point of the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade in the Sumy region. In the settlement of Ryasnoye, Kiev forces had been concentrating troops in an effort to halt the advance of the Severians deeper into the region. Several precision strikes with FAB-500 bombs equipped with UMPK glide kits leveled a large cluster of buildings used to house personnel. According to the Telegram channel Aznanka, fighters of the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade were stationed at the site, and the destruction of the facility is presented as a significant blow to the enemy's ability to reinforce the sector. Sumy direction, Russian units continue methodically burning out Ukrainian equipment. Day by day, drone crews and artillery teams strike armored vehicles, transport, and fortified positions, steadily reducing the enemy's ability to maneuver or reinforce this sector. The footage is presented as part of a systematic campaign aimed at wearing down Kiev's forces and tightening control over the approaches to the region. Reconnaissance and precise drops. That's the rhythm of these winter days. Russian operators say that anyone who appears on their screens in this season must be warmed by a strike. And the footage reflects exactly that. Cold landscapes, steady observation, and pinpoint munitions delivered with calculated accuracy. Each drop is presented as part of a methodical campaign to suppress enemy movement and maintain control across the sector. On the Kupiansk direction, a drone operator of the 6th Army struck an enemy drone position hidden inside a residential building. Russian reporting highlights how Kiev's crews had been using civilian structures for cover, turning ordinary homes into launch and observation points. The UAV strike is presented as a precise, calculated hit that neutralized the threat and disrupted enemy aerial activity across this sector of the front. According to Russian reporting, the FSB detained several Russian citizens described as having drug addictions, along with a migrant from Central Asia, who were allegedly recruited by Ukrainian special services. Investigators claim the group planned to carry out an assassination attempt on Security Council Secretary Sergei Shoigu at the Trokhirovskoy cemetery using improvised explosive devices. The detentions are presented as part of ongoing counter-terrorism efforts aimed at preventing attacks and identifying individuals who may be acting under foreign direction. Artillerymen struck a Ukrainian drone control point in the Kharkiv region from a distance of nearly 30 kilometers. Russian reporting highlights the precision of the long-range fire mission, noting that the strike disrupted enemy UAV operations and forced Kiev's crews to abandon their position. The footage is presented as another example of coordinated reconnaissance and fire adjustment, showing how deep-range artillery continues to shape the tactical situation on this sector of the front. Fighters of the West grouping reportedly thwarted an attempt by the Ukrainian armed forces to break through toward Kupiansk from several directions. Russian reporting emphasizes that the attack was detected early, allowing units to respond with coordinated fire and maneuver, stopping the advance before it could gain momentum. The episode is presented as another example of the defensive stability maintained by the West grouping along this contested axis. The footage shows Russian fiber optic and conventional FPV drone crews conducting sustained operations against Ukrainian infantry positions. Using real-time aerial reconnaissance, the drones identify movement and coordinate precise strikes on exposed personnel. The video highlights how unmanned systems are deployed continuously, operating effectively both during daylight hours and at night. This constant presence in the air places steady pressure on frontline units, demonstrating the growing role of FPV drones in modern battlefield surveillance and engagement. Hello friend. Today, new footage Guliapol area. A military group from the Ukrainian 425th Separate Assault Regiment, consisting of 2 platoons of armored vehicles and a truck, launched a counterattack south of Guliapol. Units from the 38th Guards Motorized Rifle Brigade of the 35th Army, East Group, engaged the enemy. The attack resulted in the destruction of 1 armored vehicle, 1 pickup truck, and the neutralization of 14 soldiers. In Guliapol, units of the 35th Army continue striking the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces, targeting strong points and supply routes that support the city's defense. Russian reporting frames these attacks as part of a tightening operational ring around the settlement. As pressure increases from multiple directions, analysts suggest the city may soon lose its strategic significance for Ukraine, with the encirclement gradually limiting both maneuver and reinforcement options. In the area of the settlement of Verkhnaya Tursa, not far from Guliapol, UAV operators of the 1198th Motor Rifle Regiment from the 35th Army Vostok Grouping detected and struck a concentration of Kiev forces manpower. The engagement was carried out using unmanned aerial systems, resulting in effective neutralization of the identified personnel cluster and further degrading enemy presence in the area. In this footage, UAV operators of the 57th and 60th Motorized Rifle Brigades of the 5th Army, part of the Vostok Grouping, are creating what they call a road of fury for Kiev's forces. One by one, enemy IFVs and pickup trucks are struck and destroyed as they attempt to move through the Zaporizhzhia region, the drone crews methodically turning the route into a lethal corridor of precision strikes. In Guliapol, units of the 35th Army continue striking the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces, targeting strong points and supply routes that support the city's defense. Russian reporting frames these attacks as part of a tightening operational ring around the settlement. As pressure increases from multiple directions, analysts suggest the city may soon lose its strategic significance for Ukraine, with the encirclement gradually limiting both maneuver and reinforcement options. Russian drone operators of the 35th Army from the Vostok Grouping are working in the area of Starokranka, where Kiev forces continue to rely heavily on large quadcopters, turning the skies into a constant duel of machines. Far Eastern troops are locked in fierce counter-drone battles, intercepting and suppressing enemy UAVs while pushing their own reconnaissance and strike missions forward. In the same sector, additional UAV crews are conducting precision strikes on enemy movements and firing points, tightening control over the front line and steadily shaping the tactical situation in Russia's favor. New footage, Mariupol region. In the Mariupol area, enemy forces advanced towards Severian positions using a Swedish-made CV-90 infantry fighting vehicle. The assault was halted by an initial FPV drone strike. A second fiber-optic drone engaged the same vehicle, destroying and setting it ablaze. Following the strike, the crew was systematically neutralized under continued FPV drone attacks. Calculations and targeting by the 15th Regiment proved highly effective. In this footage, a Russian airborne troops fiber-optic FPV drone operator engages a UAF HMMWV in the Kupiansk direction. The drone tracks the vehicle as it moves along open terrain, maintaining a low-altitude approach to maximize targeting accuracy. As the HMMWV attempts to maneuver, the drone closes in and delivers a precise strike, disabling the vehicle and halting its movement. The footage captures both the approach and impact, highlighting the coordination between aerial reconnaissance and targeted engagement to neutralize enemy mobility on the battlefield. In this footage, a Panther T-6 armored vehicle belonging to Kiev's forces is destroyed by fiber-optic KVN FPV drones in the area of Nikiforovka, DPR. Russian reporting highlights the precision of the strike, showing how the drone operators guide the munition directly onto the moving target, turning the armored vehicle into a burning wreck and further tightening control over this sector of the front. In this footage, Kupiansk direction, a wheeled motorized howitzer was struck by a single FPV drone. The attack was so precise and powerful that the howitzer was completely destroyed. Nothing remained of the vehicle after the strike. Footage from the East and North operational groups shows a series of recent UAV strike operations across different sectors. Some of the clips may be familiar, but the opening sequence is especially notable. In that moment, an FPV drone delivers a precise strike into the B-pillar area of a pickup truck, effectively disabling the vehicle with a single, well-aimed hit. The following scenes capture continued drone activity against lightly protected transport, temporary positions, and exposed personnel. Reconnaissance drones detect movement and guide FPV teams, which then carry out close-range strikes with high accuracy. The footage highlights coordinated interaction between surveillance and strike elements on the battlefield. Overall, the compilation illustrates how unmanned systems are being used to maintain constant pressure along both the eastern and northern directions. Even short stops or routine movements are quickly identified, leaving little time to react once a drone strike is initiated. In this footage, Russian POV. A kamikaze drone operated by the 58th Army's Unmanned Systems Battalion detected and destroyed a Ukrainian self-propelled artillery system, the Tu-22 Bogdan. The strike was precise, leaving the vehicle completely neutralized. In this footage shows UAV crews from the Western Group of Forces in action, including Man Police Officer 68th Motor Rifle Division conducting reconnaissance and strike operations, 16th Special Forces Brigade coordinating UAV strikes on enemy positions, 96th Separate Reconnaissance Brigade using drones to detect and engage targets. Operational Group Center released footage summarizing FPV drone activity on January 2, 2026. Throughout the day, reconnaissance assets identified movement of enemy personnel, light vehicles, and temporary positions near the line of contact. Once targets were confirmed, FPV strike teams were deployed to engage with precision. The video shows drones approaching at low altitude, using terrain and vegetation for concealment, before conducting direct strikes on exposed manpower and equipment. Several attempts to disperse or take cover were unsuccessful, as operators maintained visual contact and adjusted their approach in real time. Overall, the footage highlights the sustained tempo of FPV operations in the center sector, demonstrating how unmanned systems are used to disrupt movement, limit maneuverability, and apply constant pressure on enemy forces throughout the day. A 122mm 2S1 Gvozdika self-propelled artillery system belonging to Kiev forces was destroyed near the settlement of Kaliniki in the Donetsk region. The target was detected during aerial reconnaissance and subsequently engaged by a Lancet loitering munition. The strike resulted in the complete disablement of the artillery system. The operation was carried out by units of the Russian Armed Forces South Force Group, highlighting the continued use of UAVs to counter enemy artillery assets near the front line. In the settlement of Ryasnoye in the Sumy region, several temporary deployment points of the 119th Territorial Defense Brigade were destroyed in a coordinated strike. Russian reporting states that 4 FAB-500 bombs equipped with UMPK glide kits were used, delivering high-precision impacts that leveled the targeted structures and disrupted enemy activity in the area. The footage is presented as another demonstration of the growing reach and accuracy of guided aviation munitions on this sector of the front. A precise strike was carried out on a Kiev Forces supply warehouse in the settlement of Ryasnoye. In the Sumy region, a reconnaissance drone from the North Group recorded the moment when material supplies were being unloaded into a residential building that had been seized and repurposed by Kiev Forces. Shortly after the delivery was identified, the location was targeted and struck, resulting in the destruction of the stored supplies and the disruption of logistical support in the area. In Kherson, a group of 5 Ukrainian fighters made the decision to voluntarily surrender to Russian forces, demonstrating a clear intent to avoid further combat. The individuals crossed the Dnipro River using an inflatable motorboat. Notably, they carried no weapons and wore no body armor during the crossing, highlighting both the urgency and the peaceful nature of their surrender. Upon reaching the opposite bank, they were taken into custody by Russian servicemen, effectively ending their participation in the ongoing hostilities. This incident underscores the human decisions and individual choices occurring amid larger military operations. New footage shows the Russian armed forces repelling a counterattack by an armored group of Ukrainian troops near the village of Rivnopilya in the Zaporizhia region. Several Ukrainian soldiers were captured, while others who survived the engagement were also taken prisoner. The operation took place yesterday, highlighting the effectiveness of Russian defensive measures against armored assaults.